students, welcome back to Smart School Lab. Here in today's video, we are going to learn one of the most important theorem in class 10 mathematics, that is especially in Karnataka State Board exams, that is Pythagoras Theorem. This theorem is very easy, very schooling and frequently asked in board exam. So make sure you watch this video till the end. Now let us move on to the theorem. Here, before going to theorem, let us know what is right angle triangle. Here, a triangle having an one angle equal to 90 degree. Okay, we call it as right angle triangle. Here, the opposite side to the right angle is called hypotenuse. And hypotenuse is the longest side of the triangle. Okay, you just remember these 2 points, that the for a right angle triangle, the opposite side is called as hypotenuse, and hypotenuse is the longest side of the triangle. Okay, now let us move on to the theorem, that is statement. Okay, in a right angle triangle, the square of the hypotenuse is equal to the sum of the square of the other two sides. Okay, you just note down this theorem, I mean the statement in your notebook. In a right angle triangle, the square of the hypotenuse is equal to the sum of the squares of the other two sides. Okay, now let us move to the next slide. Now let us see the mathematical representation of the Pythagoras theorem. Here, let triangle ABC be. Here, let us draw a triangle, that is right angle triangle. Okay, you can observe here. Ignore the diagram, just to observe the explanation. Here we call it as an right angle triangle. Now let us mark the point as A, and we mark this point as B, and we mark this point as C. So here the triangle ABC is right angled at the angle B. So we call this as right angle. Here this is 90 degree, and here AC, we call this as hypotenuse, right? You can observe here from A to C, we call this side as hypotenuse. And here AB and BC, here AB and BC are the other two sides. So here in this theorem, we have to prove that AC square is equal to AB square plus BC square. Okay. Now let us move on to the next slide, that is diagram explanation. Okay, here you can see the diagram clearly. Here the right angle is marked clearly, right? Here we call this point as right angle. Okay, here we call this as right angle. Here you can observe here hypotenuse. At that time I have told that the opposite side of a right angle we call this as hypotenuse. Okay, here it is the longest side of a right angle triangle. Here another point, here the Pythagoras theorem is applied only to the right angle triangle. Okay, now let us move to the next slide. Proof. Here we have to prove that AC square is equal to AB square plus BC square. So here the given in a triangle is triangle ABC is a right angle triangle. Okay, here the right angle is marked at the point B. So here construction. Okay, observe here the construction. Draw an BD that is perpendicular to AC. Here the AC means hypotenuse, right? Here we have to draw a BD. So here you observe the diagram. I have already drawn a BD that is perpendicular to AC, right? Okay. When we draw a perpendicular line from B to hypotenuse, here hypotenuse means that is AC. Here two triangles are formed, that is triangle ABD. Okay, here you can observe the two triangles, that is triangle ABD, and the another triangle CB and D. CB and D are the two triangles. Here you are observing the two triangles. Okay, now let us move to the next slide. Here the proof is, that is step 1. Here triangle A B D. Okay, observe here triangle A B D similar to triangle A B C. Are you observing here? Here triangle A B D is similar to triangle A B C. That is by the A that is by observing only you can tell that. Okay, now we can write it as AB square is equal to, that is observe here AB square is equal to AD into AC. Here from the two triangles you can take AB as a common. Okay, when you take the AB as a common, here AB square is equal to AD into AC. Okay, you can write AD into AC. So AB square is equal to AD into AC, and let us mark this as equation 1. Now let us move to the next slide, that is step 2. Okay, here let us take the triangle CBD and the triangle AB and C. Okay, here from similarity, same as we did in the step 1, here you look at the diagram carefully, and here let us take that 1 minute. Here from similarity, let us take here from the triangle, you can observe that here BC is a common side, right? So let us take BC square is equal to, that is BC square is equal to CD into AC. Okay, now let us mark this as equation 2. Now let us move on to the next slide. Okay, here we come to the final step, that is adding both the equations 1 and 2. Here equations 1 and 2 I have done here directly. You just see what you have written in your notes, that is AB square plus BC square is equal to AC, here in bracket AD plus CD. Okay, here but AD plus CD is equal to AC. So AB square plus BC square is equal to side AC into AC. Here when we multiply AC into AC, that is hypotenuse, we get AC square. So here AB square plus BC square is equal to AC square. Therefore AB square plus BC square is equal to AC square. Here hence we have proved that. So now you can observe the statement and the proof that what we have proved is, in a right angle triangle the square and the hypotenuse is equal to the sum of the square and the other two sides. That is what we have proven. Okay, thank you, and do like, share, comment and subscribe for more videos, and for any inquiries do mail me at smartschoollab884@gmail.com. Thank you.